Hey guys, it's Anthony Bandiero here, attorney and senior legal instructor for Blue to Gold Law Enforcement Training, bringing you another Roadside Chat from the road, right? So a lot of these I make are from the studio because of travel restrictions, or just is more convenient, to be honest with you. Sometimes I make them because I get so many of these, but I'm here in Greenville, Tennessee, trying to catch up on these questions, and the next one is going to be from an officer in New York, right, just north of New York City. And basically the officer is giving me a scenario here where, and I know the light's kind of coming in through the car, but it is what it is. Hopefully that's not too distracting. All right, so the question is, when officers respond to an OD, right, and the person is revived, they're going to go to the hospital, can you take their cell phone as evidence and to see, who the dealer is? Because that person can potentially be charged for contributing to the, to the overdose. What if the person, ends up dying? Can you search this? Basically seizing these cell phones under these circumstances. Here's my my feedback. Number one, obviously, without any question, taking a person's cell phone is a Fourth Amendment issue, right? It's a seizure under the Fourth Amendment, especially if they're alive, right? Because they're alive and they have a possessory interest in their cell phone. Therefore, the seizure has to be reasonable. Now, if it's a if the person's being transported to the hospital and you're going to conduct a criminal investigation to determine, who sold the narcotics to the person and so forth, and seizing the phone in order to get a warrant is reasonable. That's going to be reasonable. They're, likely you're going to have probable cause, but the problem is going to be seizing it as a matter of routine and then keeping it in the evidence locker or whatever, and not seeking a search warrant. And where do you go from there? I mean, first of all, the person can demand their phone back, and if you're not going to seek a search warrant, then you're going to have to give their phone back. And the other thing is, if you don't give the phone back, you might have a lawsuit in your hands, because I know it might be kind of minor, but the attorney's going to say, well, you have my client's property. You're not releasing it. It's not you're not seeking a search warrant. So you're depossessing my client of the property. That's the argument. And it's a good argument. So if you're going to seize the cell phone, I think the thing I would want to see is that you're getting that search warrant as soon as possible, right? But if your department has a policy or a custom and practice of just routinely seizing people's cell phones just because, in case we might need it, for people who have not died, and they would want their cell phone, especially when they're telling you they want their cell phone, I see that as problematic. I see that as potentially condoning a violation of some of these Fourth Amendment rights, that you're seizing their cell phone unreasonably. So that's my best advice on that one. There's not a lot of cases I've seen on this. A lot of this stuff is going to be civil, but I want to see cops diligently seeking a search warrant if they're going to seize cell phones. Now, if the person has died, now we have a criminal investigation. Also, usually there's nobody that has standing over the phone, because the person that has standing, Fourth Amendment standing, is dead. Other people, like the dealer, has no standing on the phone. Friends, that may want the phone back, the parents, that's not going to be their phone for the most part. Even if they get the property after, in probate or something, that phone is evidence. But you still want to diligently seek a search warrant. And of course, if the person died, I don't know why you wouldn't be. So actually, I thought it was an interesting question. I wish I had, I don't see a lot of cases on this, but I just want to give you what I would be looking for. There could be some other stuff out there that changes a little bit, but that's what I'm looking for. So I do see it as an issue, seizing phones as a matter of routine. I want to see cops diligently going to get those search warrants. Otherwise, we may have a problem. All right? Look, if you like what I'm doing and these questions help, they push the ball forward, move the ball forward by an inch, then do me a favor. Hit like or comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. All right? All right. Until next time, my friends, stay safe.
When it comes to law enforcement training, we are the gold standard. Visit bluetogold.com or call 888-579-7796 to learn more about our training, books, and free webinars. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel.